star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. And tonight it'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder going up against the Dallas Mavs at the American Airlines Center. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a look at the injury situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name.
When you're missing multiple starters because of injury, it shakes everything up. Players thrust into unfamiliar roles. We'll see how they respond.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. And for Dallas, we've got Russell. Davis is out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Thompson, and it's Gafford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. We are really in the thick of the regular season now, Greg. You like what you've seen so far?
Absolutely. You can tell that everyone came to play this year. The game just keeps getting more advanced, and the skill level continues to rise.
Nice to see Hartenstein assert himself offensively.
Pass to Gafford. To the middle. Wants to get it over to Dort, and does. Now Holmgren. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge.
Free throw dropped for Holmgren. We know about Holmgren's exceptional play defensively, but Tim, talk about his offensive game.
Well, he's incredibly versatile, Kevin. He can score down low, he can handle the basketball, shoots the 3, and I'm not talking about standstill shots. He has the mobility to even come off screens.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. We talked about the challenges the defense faces when dealing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He said once Shai gets under the arc, it's impossible to prevent a shot. He's too shifty. So we need to be ready to help off on the wings early and try and bump him out to the perimeter. Not easy to control the movements of Shai. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And it's Davis missing.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Here's SGA. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
When you turn great defense into easy offense, you are going to put yourself in a great position.
Now, here's Marshall. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. A putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Hartenstein. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 5. The Thunder with another miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Davis finds Russell. On the wing, Davis. He's defended by Hartenstein. And Davis can't get it to go.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Russell sets a screen for Thompson. It's over Dort. No good. That would have tied it.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Back to Williams. He's looking for Hartenstein and finds him. Holmgren wide open. Hartenstein with the screen on Thompson. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, Hartenstein is a phenomenal offensive rebounder. He is a big guy who knows how to use a 7-foot frame to track down rebounds.
Now, here is Russell. A 24-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Davis against Holmgren. Outside, Davis. Lets it fly from 18. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Russell against Gilgeous-Alexander. The three, Marshall, good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the three. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
Now, here's Holmgren. He had 13 points in the win against Houston.
Well, he also did a great job on the glass, and it made a big difference.
Thompson passes to Gafford. Outside, Russell. For the screen on Holmgren. And Gafford throws it down.
And the precision passing of Russell. This time, out of the pick and roll.
Thunder have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. SGA sets a screen for Dort. Pass to Holmgren. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Marshall kicks to Gafford. Russell with it. Still without a basket. Davis with a screen on SGA. And Davis throws it down.
When Davis goes to the rim full force, he punishes a defense.
Thunder trailing by 3. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, after winning the title, OKC secured their future. Significant extensions this summer for Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and both of their Jalen Williamses. The Thunder are building something for the long haul, guys.
A young, exciting team. Okay, thank you, Shams. And so Mark Dagnall calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Jalen Williams.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
SGA against Russell. Holmgren the pass to Dort. They get it again. Oklahoma City moving it around. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen on Russell. 4 on the clock, and again, no good by Oklahoma City.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
At the elbow, it's Thompson. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Dallas.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
You know, you got to be impressed with the size and athleticism of this Mavericks front court, Jim.
And now the addition of Cooper Flagg at small forward. So in addition to all the length and mobility they already had, this now makes them the match of any team in the league in that regard.
Now here's Holmgren from the arc.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Pass to Marshall. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. He's checked in for George. And now that we have a chance, let's show you the NBA's top thieves. This is the list of this month's steals leaders. Well, you look at Wallace. Opposing teams always need to know where he is on the court.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
It's Wiggins at the top of the key. Wiggins sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Russell. Clock at 6. SGA, no good.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
Davis surveying the floor. Pass to Marshall. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, SGA. Holmgren up top. Softly drops in the floater. Holmgren's got it back down to within single digits for Oklahoma City. Russell kicks to Gafford. Outside, Russell. Oh, good with the triple. The Thunder shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Wasted no time on that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5.
Very aggressive in terms of looking for his shot. 9 attempts already, but only able to knock down 2.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Chet Holmgren checks some boxes. He said if you can play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are two things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's where the foundation of my game started. Back to you guys.
A unique talent. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Free throw good, Wiggins. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Caleb Martin's checked in for Davis. B.J. Washington comes in for Marshall. And it's Max Christie in for D'Angelo Russell. And then for Oklahoma City, Jalen Williams is checked in for Holmgren. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And both free throws good for Wiggins. Tim, the Thunder with an MVP in SGA, an all-star in Jalen Williams. Man, this is one deep team.
Well, they may not have the top-tier star power of some other teams, but if they keep playing like this, they will become household names.
Now, Caruso. After the missed three from Klay Thompson. Here's Wallace. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
There's 1:59 left here in the first quarter. Thompson misses. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. 4-point game. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focus on getting good looks.
They move the ball well, and let's face it, they've got plenty of pure shooters on that roster.
.124 left to play in the first. Down low. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Now here's Caruso. Scoreless thus far. Nice move. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
Woo. That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring. Here's Washington. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
Taking a look here at numbers for Williams. This past month, he's really set himself apart. He's averaging 8 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
Yeah, controlling the boards helps your team in so many ways. You get those extra possessions. You can dictate the flow of the game, things like that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Mike Hall comes in for Daniel Gafford. And it's Williams in for Thompson.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Now here's Williams. 6 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And Powell with the basket on the assist by Christie. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Here's Hardy. Shoots over Caruso. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Mavericks lead by 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
So for Oklahoma City right now, out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. Zhang is out there with Wiggins, and it's Caruso in at the 1.
I got yours.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention. Mavericks leading by 5. Exum deciding where to go with it. Dallas moving the ball around. Exum sets a screen for Washington. Back to Exum. 6 on the shot clock. Washington passes to Exum. Here's Christie. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Pass to Williams. And the rebound goes to Martin. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Tim, so special to have 2 brothers in this league, as with the Martin twins, Cody and Caleb.
And Kevin, we're looking at Caleb here, and after going undrafted in 2019, he really found his rhythm with the Heat, earning a nice 4-year contract in the summer of 2024.
Now, here's Washington. He has yet to score. Count it. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Wallace. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Outside for Martin. Washington passes to Christie. Here's Washington. Back to Martin. Taken away by Williams. Pass to Joe. And here is Caruso. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Martin. Washington against Wallace. Got that bucket in no time at all. And now a 9-point Maverick lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
For 3, Williams. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Christie the pass to Exum. Now here's Powell. Pass to Washington. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. The last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, I don't think you can look at these matchups and think it can be just one guy. I would have everybody on the glass to help out.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. For Dallas, Anthony Davis is checked in for Powell. Najee Marshall comes in for Martin. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Exum. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in. Pass to Marshall. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
And he knocks down the first one. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
SGA going hard to the basket and finishing it with some power.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Davis with a screen on Williams. Now, here's Washington. 5 to shoot. Here's Davis. Dallas, no good that time either. Thunder trailing by 7. Wallace outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. In close, it's Gilgeous-Alexander.
There are few guards in this league that do as much damage in the paint as Gilgeous-Alexander. He may be the best we have.
Russell passes to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 6 assists in the game.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Williams inside. He's covered by Washington. And it's Caruso, top of the key. And stolen by Christie. And here we go. Here's Davis. Got a piece of it.
Well, fortunately, as he searches for his scoring rhythm, they still have the lead for now.
Russell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace up on top. 5 on the clock. Wallace with a screen for Caruso. And the 3 off target. Mavericks leading by 8. Over in the corner, Christie. Pass to Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2 to 6'10. But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Washington. The Thunder also changing it up. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. Chad Holmgren comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And there are a few players who can dominate on both ends, but Anthony Davis is certainly among them.
Yeah, he's one of the most dynamic defenders in the game, Kevin, and offensively, he can hurt you in a multitude of ways, whether it's off the dribble, posting, or facing up.
And both free throws good for Davis. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Russell finds Marshall. Back to Russell. Shot clock at 6. Back to Marshall. Fires for 3.
Wow, that is just great defense right there by Williams. He is so good at altering shots with his length and activity.
Outside, Dort. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Christie kicks to Russell. Davis with a screen on Dort. Shoots over Holmgren. Dallas no good that time either. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They host the Clippers after this game. That game to be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Pass to Marshall. Inside. Christie kicks to Russell. Offered a screen on Dort. Russell from long range. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. That 3 off the mark. Outside, Russell. Marshall deciding where to go with it. Back to Russell. Offered a screen on Holmgren. Can they get it? Shots good by Gafford.
Getting everyone involved. Russell operating the offense like a seasoned vet.
Thunder trailing by 9. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Holmgren. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Holmgren's got 7.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Pass to Davis. Dort grabs the miss.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Now, here's Holmgren. He has 7. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And forget the analytics. I'll take SGA from mid-range any day of the week.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. checked in for the Mavericks. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Jalen Williams. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Davis. Thompson against Dort. Gafford sets the pick for Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks down the 3 ball. Thompson's got 6.
And this is Thompson's calling card. An exceptional shooter from downtown.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Back to you.
Yep, a wonderful organization. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Now, here's Dort. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Houston. Pass to Russell. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first half. From 13, the Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got 8 rebounds in this game. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Thunder trailing by 6. Driving the lane.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Gafford sets the pick for Davis. Anthony Davis attacking. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside, Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander against Russell. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Bounce pass, Russell. Thompson finds Davis. To end the cold streak, and the rejection by Holmgren.
Thunder ball. Oklahoma City. Number 22, Cason Wallace.
Eight seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, Oklahoma City.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
It's a tie game in Dallas. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Ooh, they're measuring up the shot. So close. Hey, give it up for our contestant.
Good to be with you for halftime. Let's check in on the NBA action coming up later tonight. Over at Little Caesars Arena, the Pistons will face off against the Raptors. Tip-off is 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
I prefer an even fight. Should be a good one.
And now let's look back on that first half. Anthony Davis making a major impact out there.
Playing with that high motor, beasting on the glass. He's just out working.
You know they say effort is a skill. Well, we're seeing that skill in action.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Here's Russell. Hasn't made one yet. They've got Anthony Davis. Russell is out there with Thompson. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Marshall in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Tim, how in the world did Jalen Williams fall into the Thunder's lap with the 12th pick back in that 2022 draft?
Well, Kevin, he played at a mid-major, so he was a bit of a late bloomer. A lot of people saw him as high floor, low ceiling type, and he was an awful fast riser as the draft got here, but still a steal in that late lottery.
And what a smart pick by that organization, huh? My goodness.
They seem to always get it right.
They do. Williams, that's a two-pointer, and that comes off the assist by SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight. Russell passes to Gafford. Now Thompson. The 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got rebound number 8 now on the night. To the inside. Fires it up. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
On the wing, Davis. That shot off the mark. Good D by Holmgren.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go. You can't play much better than this. That's 4 straight to start the half.
Outside, Russell. Pass to Thompson. On the wing, Davis. Clock at 6. The 3. Dallas again missing.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Davis sends it back.
And that's what makes AD special, protecting that rim.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
Take a look at Thompson. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. And he'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
It seems like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing.
Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because he thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. That is a difficult combination to deal with.
So he had to readjust not only physically but mentally how he approached the game, correct?
Absolutely. It changed everything for his approach.
Both free throws good from SGA. So, Tim, I'm sure it's hard to pick one, but who would you call the most underrated player right now in the NBA?
I think it's Pascal Siakam, and I have felt that way for a few years. I just think you're talking about someone who has great energy, plays both ends of the floor, and is a matchup nightmare because of his versatility.
And began kind of in oblivion. He had to play some time in the G League and work his way up.
Became the most improved player in this league.
Williams can't get it to go.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Thompson misses.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
SGA passes to Dort. Back to SGA. It's rebounded by Dallas. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Thompson kicks to Marshall. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Marshall's got 12.
What body control with the defender right in his face. You can't do it any better than that.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. We get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Let's take a look at Dallas. Season well underway, and they've been solid in third right now. And, of course, there's the Thunder, 2.5 games back.
And right now for Dallas, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year, and they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
Well, on paper, they certainly look dominant coming in, and that's exactly what we've seen on the court. No one is going to want to face this team in the postseason. And what I love about his performance tonight, he started slow, but he refocused at halftime, and he has really picked it up.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Oklahoma City.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
And that one falls for Williams. Growing up in Arizona, Jalen Williams, Jim, was not an elite prospect.
Well, most stars in this league were blue-chip recruits coming out of high school. But, Kevin, not Williams. He spent 3 years in college developing his game, and he has worked his way into an all-star.
Now, Holmgren, after the missed three from Klay Thompson. Here's SGA. What focus by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's what separates Shea from other guards. He can absorb the contact inside and still finish.
Davis kicks to Russell. Davis against Holmgren. Tries the spin move and finished off by Davis.
And he'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. And the layup's good off the glass. Holmgren's got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
Here's Thompson. Oh, Thompson, tough shot.
Well, he's an experienced player, so Klay Thompson is not going to flinch against contact. He stays completely composed.
Hartenstein with the screen on Russell. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Anthony Davis.
One shot.
That one misses for Hartenstein. Tim, I know you love that little push shot that Isaiah Hartenstein possesses in the lane. It really is beautiful, isn't it?
I refer to it as releasing the doves. It's a beautiful thing to watch. And I think it's a shot more bigs should try to master because you don't have to get all the way to the rim.
Releasing the doves. And the timing, too, right? I mean, it's got to kind of come in the flow of the kid's movement when he's taking that shot.
Absolutely. He understands how to find those pockets where that shot is available.
Now, here's Washington. After the miss from Chet Holmgren.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Hartenstein inside. He's guarded by Russell. Count that one for George.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
For the screen on George. Thompson for three. No good on the shot. Nice defense from George. Right side, Williams. Holmgren kicks to Dort. Pass to Williams. Outside, Dort fires from deep. They grab their own miss. Now here's Williams for the three. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
First 3 of the half, 2nd of the game. Can he heat up?
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Bounce pass, Washington. And Gafford throws it down.
That's great use of the bounce pass in that situation to make sure the ball got there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Russell against Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Russell kicks to Marshall. Pass to Thompson. To the paint. And here is Marshall. And stolen by Williams. And the Thunder pushing it. Oh, what a slam!
Clean that up! And the catalyst for that break was the steal by Williams, showing you what an elite defender he is.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Gafford throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Hartenstein.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Martin's checked in for Marshall. And it's Max Christie in for D'Angelo Russell.
Shooting one.
Free throw, no good for Gafford. And, Tim, you think about rim-running centers. Daniel Gafford typifies that type of player.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a great finisher. He knows when to dive at the rim. And what you like with Gafford is that he's willing to meet you there defensively as well.
4 on the shot clock. But Trey, a rebound by Washington.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide-open three.
Christie finds Gafford. Now Thompson takes a three. He goes up again, and it's Gafford laying it in. Gafford's got it back down to single digits for Dallas.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Wiggins passes to Joe. Off target with his three. Dallas shooting 47% from the field in the third. Pass to Christie. Hands it from downtown. And now it's only a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Wallace looking for an opening. Joe, good. Joe's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now, here's Thompson. He's got 11.
That is a missed opportunity. He'd love to have that one back.
Wallace the pass to Wiggins. Caruso kicks to Williams. Back to Caruso. Wiggins a screen on Washington. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Stolen by Martin. Here's Christie. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Christie's got 5 points now in the